Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. So I'm hoping the lighting is going to be okay. It's 20 to 9. I meant to do this earlier in the day, but hey ho, things happen, things got in the way. I sat in the sun with a cup of tea for a little while. So bank holiday Monday, I relaxed. I mean, look at the state of my hair, probably a little too much. Anyway, so what I thought I'd do today would be to share with you my entire Louis Vuitton collection. I think we've got about 18 items in total. I'll whiz through as quickly as I can, but we've got a variety of scarves, handbag, quite a lot of handbags, SLGs. So I'll just share with you what I've got. I'll tell you my thoughts and I will try the bags on for you so you can kind of see what they look like on. So yeah. If you like this video, then please give it a thumbs up and please subscribe if you haven't already, because we're getting there. So let's just dive straight in, and I'm probably just going to go smallest to largest, but starting with scarves. Why not? So my first scarf is the Logomania scarf. So I haven't worn this recently because this is very much a winter scarf and it's not winter anymore. So, but that's what it looks like on. Super soft, super cozy, very wearable. You know, got some red gloves that I wear with it. Love this contrast. It's coming out quite bright, I think, because it's ring light, but it's nice contrast between, this is a proper red, a deep red, and then this more burgundy colour, and then on the other side you can see it's not as fluffy, and the reverse. Downside, these do wear. I mean, I have worn it a fair bit, but only over one season. And it is, you know, it's not too bad, but they do just slightly rub. But that is the Logomania scarf. I think the name is Cherry. It's red anyway, but I think the official name is Cherry. So that's that one. Love that. And the material, in case anyone is interested, is 94% wool and 6% silk. So yeah, highly recommend, but be prepared for bubbles. Right, dump it on the floor. Next is my Louis Vuitton, I don't want to say Louis Vuitton, the whole thing is Louis Vuitton. The next is my denim shawl, and I've got this in the blue colour. And this is two-tone, it's quite large, and this is two-tone, so you've got like this more silver and denim blue on one side, and then more of the blue with silver on the other side. So as you can see, it's huge, and can obviously wear this year round, but I don't tend to wear it as a winter scarf. I wear it more, you know, with a blazer, or sometimes just with nothing else, and just tend to roughly scoop it into a triangle and then just yeah, a bit like that. So yeah, that's that. And in case you're wondering about the material, quite a versatile piece actually, and I think having the two-tone does help. And again, the wear isn't great on these. I'm trying to show what happens. I'll show you here. They do fray. I mean, this happened like on my first ever wear. This was a present from my husband. I wore it once. Can you see? And it did that. And I'm so careful with my stuff. But it's not got any major damage. It's just got that. And I just, hard as it is for me, I'm just trying to embrace that as a feature of the item. It's not great, but anyway, that's what I'm doing. It's not stopped me wearing it. Why can I not find this label? It's not stopped me wearing it at all. I really like it. It's really nice for, you know, in the UK, very much for spring or autumn, because they're just sometimes in between where you might want a light jacket, but then you just want that extra little snuggly, but without being winter warm. So this is, I think it's more silk than anything else, yeah, 60% silk and 40% wool. So again, a silk and wool mix, but the reverse in terms of what's the majority. I tend to prefer this side as well. Anyway, that's that one. SLGs. So, probably my most used SLG ever. This is my key clay, or I don't know what a Louis Vuitton called it officially on their website. I'm trying to remember. It's not that. Keychain or something. Anyway, I'll put links to everything that I can in the description box below. But I've got mine in the monogram. You can also get in Demi Ben and maybe Azure. Simple zip, and then you've got this little hangy loop which is attached. There you go. It's attached just in there on that little triangle. And just a stiff canvas interior, this chain here. So yeah, to undo it, right, so to undo it, you simply pull that up and then flick. So yeah, a lot of people, it's a really versatile item. A lot of people use this as a little purse and put their credit cards in. I just use it for my keys. It takes my car keys, it takes my door key and fob, and it just folds in. I also bought an extra little chain so I can attach my extra little chain on that little loop inside and then have it dangling outside the end and use that on sort of a D-ring or anything inside another bag. My main reason for purchasing this was I bought this just before I got my Chanel medium flat because I knew I was going to be getting a bag with that gorgeous burgundy soft leather interior. I don't know how soft it is, and I didn't want to have keys scratching the inside of the bag, so that was my reason for buying this beauty. And really pleased, used it every day since the day I bought it. So that's that. Next item is my second one of these, but the first one was slightly different. So I have the Folio iPhone case, and I'm not currently using this, as you can see. And I had this before for my old phone in the monogram. Used it and used it and used it, absolutely loved it. And then I changed my phone, so I got the iPhone 10 or iPhone X. And I saw this in fuchsia. There's a fuchsia theme, you'll see why in a minute. So it's got the Louis Vuitton logo there. This is in the epi leather, in the colour fuchsia. Absolutely gorgeous item. Wear is really good. There is no glazing issues whatsoever. I just didn't really bond with it, and I don't know why. So this is up for sale. So this is going to go, and I may as well get some money for it rather than just sitting in its little dust bag in its box completely unused. So that's that. I have to say that is probably the only Louis Vuitton item I don't use. Only been a Louis Vuitton fan more recently, last few years, but I have to say they're items that maybe wouldn't be, if you said to me what's your most loved item, I probably wouldn't have my Louis Vuitton stuff up there. I've got the Hermes Birkin, or might be a Chanel bag, but I have to say for cost per wear they're so much better than my Chanel items or my Hermes items because I use them and use them and use them. So I think that's one thing for me around Louis Vuitton, is I find them versatile items. I find them really usable. Not carefree, because I'm not carefree about anything luxury. I'm not even carefree about like a £20 handbag, so you know, that's me. But they're certainly a lot more carefree, and I don't baby them or worry about them as much as I do, particularly, you know, like having a Chanel lambskin bag. That I worry about, that I won't take out in the rain. Louis Vuitton stuff, yeah, I'm careful. If it gets wet, it's fine. So moving onwards to the SLGs. Again, one of my most used, and I did a video just on these items. So this is my mini pochette. I have the Christmas 2017 Animations limited edition version, which is so cute with the giraffes and the bright pink, and I love the way that it's got the little tab there in pink as well. I think for me, I like the monograms, you'll see, but also I quite like, I like the limited editions in small SLGs. I think they're a little bit fun. So zip it open, one big hole in like the same brown canvas material as the key clay, and yeah, that's it really. But super useful item. I tend to use this for makeup every day when I commute, but what I can also do is I'll travel with this, and I've used it as my cosmetic bag when, if I'm away, I'll have like a bigger bag for my main toiletries, and if I know I'm going somewhere I'm being absolutely minimal with makeup, like a spa break, then I will take this little guy. So super useful, and then also then you can use it in the evening. I've used this as a handbag in the evening as well, taking the majority of the makeup out, put in phone, like hotel room key or whatever, and a bit of money and a credit card. You're sorted. You fit lipstick in there as well. So absolutely great piece. Again, another versatile piece. And also if I'm in a rush and I'm doing my makeup whilst I'm waiting for the train, I can hook my arm through the chain and hold it and just use stuff. Great. So great, in fact, I bought another one in the Demi Azur. And I got this to go with a particular bag, which you'll see in a moment. So exactly the same. This is not a limited editions, but I wish I'd got the Animations 2018 in this print because it had such pretty little birds. But anyway, I got this just before. At the time it was the last one in the UK. I got it from Bond Street in London, and haven't used this as much, but I find that because of the print it's not as carefree, but I'll probably use it a lot more now we're coming into summer. So that's that. Still a great piece, still not parting with it, super happy. So then we have the one and only purse, and I have this, which is the Clemence wallet. So this is great. I mean the wear on this, there isn't any. If you look, this purse looks absolutely perfect. I got mine with the fuchsia trim and the fuchsia interior. So this is the Clemence wallet. You just unzip it, and then you've got various slots for cards and pouches. You can see I'm not using it at the moment. I'm using my Hermes card holder at the moment. But it's for a full-size wallet. It has a really slim profile and it maintains that, but at the same time still holds everything you want. There's space for notes. You know, you can fit your notes in, you can fit your loyalty cards in, receipts, all your coins in this zip section in the inside, which is that same smooth, like a smooth brown leather as well, so it's not going to get too dirty from your coins. It's a really great purse. The only negative with this, and this literally is only one, is that, and it's going to be temporary, is that it's that slight bit too short, if you like, here to here, for £20 notes. Now you can put them in, but they can sometimes just get stuck in the top in the zip. But for me, it's such a minor, I mean, for me to have a £20 note in my purse is rare. And well, as soon as we get rid of the old paper £20 notes and go to plastic in the UK, it won't be a problem, because it literally is just that tiniest bit too big. But I'd much rather have that than the zippy purse. I found the zippy purse by Louis Vuitton is a lot more expensive, and you're not really getting much more for your money. I mean, it's just a little bit bigger and a bit bulkier, really, in my mind. So yeah, if you're looking for a purse like this, absolutely great, but I recommend this if you want a, what I call a normal purse. And again, no wear whatsoever, and I've used this a ton. Right, onto cosmetic cases. So I know I mentioned before I use the mini Pochette. 14 minutes already. I use the mini Pochette as a cosmetic case. I do. Sometimes I want something bigger. So again, if I'm travelling, what I may use for all my makeup, I used to actually use this day to day as a makeup case. Why I needed this much, and I ended up putting a whole load of stuff in there and just not using it and just lugging it around. But this is the cosmetic case in the GM size. So the PM size is good. And the other thing though, the only thing with this, a bit like the Alma, because of this shape where it's wider and then narrower, and it's a very particular curve, it can, if you overload it, it can distort a little bit, but it's still a very useful item, I find. If you open it up inside, you'll then see my key reason for buying this over any other cosmetic case. And I've probably got some other stuff by the brand I'm going to sell, to be honest, because I don't use them. It's inside, you have this nice wipeable interior, And then where you've got the branding, you know, Louis Vuitton, Paris and made in France, you've then got this slip pocket here, which is really useful. And then you've also on this side got space for a lipstick, and you can also fit a compact in there as well. If you've got a big, particularly fat and big compact, you can just put it on the other side. So I quite like that, you know, almost your compact and your lipstick are there with immediate reach, and then you've got your other items in there. So I don't use this day to day anymore, but I absolutely love it. I won't be parting with it because I do use this if I'm travelling, and I can fit in all my makeup with a variety of lipsticks, all my pencils, all my brushes, basically everything, a primer, you name it, everything I can fit in here. So absolutely love it for that reason, and everything's all nice and tidy. On that theme, I have the Toiletry 26. So you see everything is, I have this in monogram. Now I was going to get the Toiletry 19, saw the pink epi leather in 26 and asked if they had that, and they just had one that come in that day. So I bought this in the city in London in a lunch break. It's 3-minute brisk walk from my office to Louis Vuitton. Dangerous. Anyway, so there we have it. So it's just got the tab there, interior here, and I love this so much. I'm actually thinking of getting the Toiletry 15 for those occasions when I just want to fit in the tiniest bit more than I can get in my mini pochette. And it's just because when I say I don't need the chain, it's such a great item. This again, just a big hole in the wipeable material. The only thing that you're going to get with this is maybe some steam in a bathroom is going to make the vachetta patina a little bit. Personally, I actually really like the vachetta when it patinas. I think that that sort of honeyed colour goes really nicely with the brown. So, and the lighter colour of the monogram, so it doesn't bother me. But that's the only negative I can think of with this. Again, it's fatter at the bottom than the top, but I think for me how I use this and how I tend to pack it is more with my bottles first, and then at the top will be more things like makeup brushes and things that I'll just lay across anyway, toothbrush. So yeah, so between this and the GM, or this, and oops, this got this tangled, and my mini pochette, I'm sorted for travelling. Right, handbags, yay! I'm just going to do these in size order-ish. So the first one I have is the classic Pochette Metis, and mine is in the reverse monogram, and I've also got this bandeau that I've tied over the top. I think it's the Confidential bandeau that I bought. It was a while ago. If anyone's wondering, the handle on this is just plain black, so again that's one advantage for those that don't like the whole patina and worrying about you know, rain spots and things with the normal monogram Pochette Metis. If you get the reverse, then see we've got this black leather here, that's the same. So quick overview of the bag. Top handle, detachable strap, zip, slightly stiff, it'll loosen up, zip on the back, really handy. You can put like my phone, travel pass in there. This is a great bag, absolutely great bag for say sightseeing, city breaks, where you want to have you're out for the whole day, so you want a decent amount of stuff for you. You don't want anything that's too heavy, and it's not. I'll show you the sections. It's probably weightier than other canvas bags because of the sectioning, but it's not too weighty. It's comfortable to wear. This strap is adjustable, you can see there. It's got 5 holes, so you can pick what you want. So yeah, handheld, wear it on the shoulder or wear it crossbody. So inside, open it, we've got again some more reverse canvas here. Medium size sections at the front, biggest size section is in the middle, and then you've got the small section at the back. So I tend to put things like anything like a travel pass or a couple of mobiles or something in the back. My mini pochette tends to go in the middle there with my umbrella or something, and then again like either phone or purse and stuff in the front, maybe a packet of tissues. So I can fit in absolutely all of my daily essentials in this. I've even used this as a work bag as well, obviously not for my laptop, but if I've got a separate bag just for laptop and shoes, then I can put all my other daily essentials in this, and it's quite nice having that crossbody for difference. Right, we're nearly there. Next is, having to reach a bit more, my Cluny BB in Epi Leather in the colour Saffron. It's coming out a lot more yellow. Oh, that's better. It's coming out a bit more yellow than it is. It's more of a, but it's like mine with the blue as well. It's basically the colouring of the Louis Vuitton packaging. If I just show you, see. So for those of you that are familiar with the packaging, you can see that's coming out more yellow on camera as well. But that's pretty much what it mimics. And I think it was just having that classicness that I liked, and I love having this two-tone, and the blue goes with everything. Again, you've got this detachable strap. You can't wear this over your shoulder, you can only wear this cross-body using the strap. Also, you can hold it by the handle or put it through the crook of your arm. So it's got a little clochette here, which actually has then a little clippy, sorry, doing it over there, a little clip as well. Never use that, I just have it dangling for effect. Again, if it annoys you, then you can just loosen that bit there and take it and remove it. But I tend to keep it, I think it's a nice little feature. Pretty plain, this bag, there's nothing on the back. The only detailing you've got are the LV logo there in like a resin. And then the sides are smooth leather. You've got poppers here on either side. And then simply lift up the flap to close it. Now some people said these are really stiff. Mine isn't that stiff. I don't know what that is. And the poppers come undone quite easily as well. But the inside is this like micro suede effect. Not sure what it is. But yeah, nice bright blue. 2 slip pockets in the back, a main section, and then at the front, which you can put if you want to put like a card holder or your phone or something in the front. You could put something in there if you wanted it more secure. So it's a good bag. I find I use it a lot. Sometimes I use it just without the shoulder strap and just literally as top handle. If I'm literally grabbing a couple of items, I don't want anything big, I just want to grab and go. Maybe I'm just going somewhere in the car, we're not walking. So yeah, it's great. It's quite a light, I think it's quite a light bag. The only thing is if you do overload it, then it doesn't close too well, or you can think it's closed and it will, like, you see it's quite stiff, but it will then pop open as you're walking. That's the only negative really. The only other thing is I'd say that you can fit less in here. Yeah, some bags are deceptively spacious. I'd say this is deceptively small because how it folds, the interior takes up some of the interior, so you don't get the full width. And if I compare it to the Pochette Metis, just by holding it up, you can see they're pretty similar in size. If anything, I would say that the Cluny BB looks the tiniest bit big. They're pretty similar, but I'd say you can fit more in the Pochette Metis and certainly in a more organised fashion. Anyway, that's that. And then we have, again, I haven't used this loads, but I will be using it a lot more. Here we have my Graceful PM in the Damier Azur, which I think is stunning. A really nice, comfortable bag to use. You can see the vachetta still looks fairly new. Quite pale on that side. A couple of small marks, but I don't tend to mind that. I see it as a feature of the vachetta. If I did, then I just wouldn't buy a bag with vachetta on, because no matter what you do, I think you're always going to get, get it patina and get water spots. So either cover it with a bandeau or something, or just don't worry about it. So it's a very simple bag, quite lightweight. Got this stunning rose ballerine interior, and I'll just show you actually what I've got extra inside is I've got a pochette from a Neverfull MM, which I bought separately from a seller on Facebook. Legitimate I know it's genuine. So I bought that. And then on the inside, you've got this rose ballerine in like a, again, this sort of thick corduroy finish. And then all it's got in terms of organisation is just the one. I just did it up. Whoops. And then all you've got inside is just this one zip pocket. So that's really good for your essentials. And that's why I bought the extra, items. So I've got the Pochette from the Neverfull that goes in. And then the mini Pochette. So you can see there, I'm not filling the bag, but I've got a couple of items just to put my essentials in. Again, a bag which is really great. I used this a fair deal last summer, and you can actually fit a surprising amount in here. I can fit in here my daily essentials for work, including a pair of heels. So I especially like these in my grey Manolos. Anyway, so really useful. I got the luggage tag that comes with it, hot stamped as well, which Louis Vuitton will do for you free of charge. It takes a few days, I believe, from memory. You just sort of leave it with them. But yeah, really nice bag, really nice to wear. You are limited in how you can wear this. That's the, you know, for those of you that want a crossbody, unless you buy a separate strap and hook it onto here, because you've got these rings, so you could potentially do that. Otherwise, you're not wearing this crossbody. It's a shoulder bag. I really like a shoulder bag actually. I'm probably more fond of a shoulder bag than a crossbody generally. I just find it more comfortable. But a nice thick comfy strap, so yeah, you can wear that on your shoulder. Next we have my rucksacks. This is the Palm Springs rucksack in the size MM. So this is the biggest one that they do. Really nice rucksack, nice thick padded handles, nice carry. I think that's essential, having this top handle at the top just for picking it up and grabbing it quickly. That's really good. Handy little section at the front, slightly hard to get into, but yeah, just a little zip section there, and my umbrella fits in that, so that's great. And then this is like the only con of this bag, because I use this all the time for work, for like laptop, shoes, bits and bobs. I also will use this as an overnight bag, so I can put in, you know, what I need, change of clothes, hairbrush, toiletries, basically everything I can fit in here. But the only thing, and they are getting better, they are loosening up, is access. So these zips, as you can see, it's a little fiddly. So it's not a rucksack to use if you want to constantly go in and out of it. But if you want to like put your stuff in, put it on your back and walk, great, amazing. So open it up inside, and then basically got one section, and then here you've just got one little slip pocket, which I believe you can fit like an iPad in or something. You can't fit a laptop in that slip pocket, so I tend to not use that, have it flat, and I can just, and I mean just, get my 13-inch laptop in, and I have to kind of put the laptop in first. So I've got everything else in, then it's hard getting it in there. But the other thing which I'll show you, which I really like as well, is if I take my Toiletry 26, look, this goes in, so I can pack my clothes in and then just pop my Toiletry 26 in the front there. And you can see there's a lot of room then behind it. So it means that everything's upright as well. So when I discovered that, when I bought the Toiletry 26, I was pretty amazed by it. So that's my travel companion. And then the final bag, which is probably one of my most used Louis Vuitton items out of everything, apart from the key clay. So up on the top three, the key clay, the monogram mini Pochette, is this. This is my monogram. Okay, so subtle hint by the camera there, it just stopped recording because I'd exceeded the time limit. Sorry. This is the final item. So this is my monogram Neverfull in the size MM, My Pochette is just starting to patina and go that honey gold, which is lovely. I'm loving it. And then on the inside, I got this, I think it's Piv 1. Basically, the bright pink lining. And very simple bag. It's just a bit of a hole, really. They say I never full. I have filled. Believe me, I have filled. So within that, you get the, I just have mine hooked on for secureness. So there's a little D-ring, have that hooked on, there's my Pochette. And then you have a zip section. I know a lot of people use bag organisers with these. I haven't. Not sure why. I think I try not to use bag. I've only come around to bag organiser a bit more recently. I like to try and have a bag as it's intended as much as possible. I like the interior. I want to see it. It's a sort of like quite a stiff canvas interior. You can hear it there. So unlike the interior of this, the Graceful, it's a lot softer cotton. This is like a lot hardier. And this is my bag, which is, I'd say, the most abused. It's not abused, it's just not babied. Super lightweight, fits the ton in. You can organise the bits that you need to with the zip section and the mini Pochette. There's not much else I need to organise that, you know, that's not big enough to just throw in. If you want some security, it clasps there. I know a lot of people don't like this bag because it's so open. That in a way is exactly why I do like it, because anything precious I zip away. But to be honest, I just keep an eye on it. I'm very aware of my surroundings, and yeah, the only way to wear this really is over the shoulder, which is how I tend to wear it. And lightweight, fits a ton, really strong, really hard wearing. And you know, you can either fill it up with a lot or not. If you want it smaller, you can cinch in the sides using, just sort of by pinching here and then using these straps and tightening it. You can see it's a little bit fiddly. So that just, you can see there, it changes the shape of the bag. Sorry, it's just easy doing it on my lap. I will show you. So you can see there, if you want a smaller bag, you can do that. But in my experience, you put stuff in, you wear it like that, and it loosens anyway, and then you end up with sort of half and half, no man's land. So I've never seen anyone wear one like it. I tried it once and it annoyed me. I've never done it since, so just tend to wear it on the shoulder like that. That's it. I'm sorry if I waffled too much. Like I said, there's a fair few items to get through. Wanted to tell you enough about them and my overall impressions. Yeah, apart from the phone case, I absolutely love every single item and wouldn't change a thing. So thank you very much for watching. Let me know any questions that anyone has, and I hope to see you again soon for my next video. Bye.